빠른 심장 소리는 뻥뻥뻥 두 눈을 뜨고 나의 슬픔으로 점점점 힘을 와도 예상할 순 없어 그가 나의 소리 질러 모든 빛이 침묵하는 바닥에 길이는 내 발목을 또 잡아 어떤 소리도 들리지 않아 Killing me now, killing me now Do you hear me now 호흡 듯 천천히 가라앉아 나 몸부림쳐 빠졌어 방이 바닥나 모든 순간들이 영원히 돼 Feeling me now, feeling me now Do you hear me now
Hi everyone, my name is Nash and oh my gosh! As you can see, my results are coming in nicely. I definitely look a lot different than I did in episode 2. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, the links for episode 1 and 2 will be in the iCards and in the description down below. But basically the summarized version is I went to Korea with Docfinderkorea. The procedures that I had done were my nose, my chin, and my chest. Docfinderkorea is a medical tourism company that helps you find clinics and helps you have plastic surgery in other countries, and they are literally one of the top tier companies that do medical tourism, and they have all kinds of different services that you can use while you're there. They give you discounts on surgeries, they help you book your appointments, they help you with transportation from the airport to your surgery center, like everything. They help you with accommodations, like your stay while you're there, literally so many things. And I talk about that in so much more detail in episode 1 and 2, so check those out for sure. As you guys saw from the intro, I am literally living it up. I am so happy. I have a little bit of an elevated confidence factor now. I can definitely tell a huge difference in just how I feel about seeing myself on camera. In the past, I would watch back a playback of the scene that I had just filmed, whether it be for a YouTube video, for a CMV, for a music video, for any of these things, watch it back and be disappointed and be upset with the result that you see on camera. Like in your mind, you can think that you look a certain way or that you're like performing a certain way, but when you see it back, you get hit with all of your flaws. But now, when I look back at a scene that we filmed or a photo of me that was taken, I finally see that result that I had in my head. And I'm expecting to see the flaws that I had previously had, and it's taking my mind a little bit to catch up to like what is now my face. And even though it might not be super drastic, because I never went into this like getting plastic surgery to get a brand new face. Like I'm not gonna come out looking like a different person, obviously. It's just like little enhancements to my features already. Of course, anybody can get whatever they want done. Whatever you wanna get is perfectly fine because it's your body. Like you can make those decisions for yourself and you should make those decisions for yourself. You should do what you wanna do with your body because it's yours. But for me, like I wanted nothing too drastic, like still looking very natural and myself, but like those enhancements. I had a prominent hump, and for me personally, looking at myself, my face, my nose, I hated it. I was literally teased, bullied, regardless of whether or not my self-image of myself was because of being bullied or not. Like my self-hate of my nose shape was never gonna go away. I've literally tried for years to reprogram my brain to tell myself that, oh, you know, this is the nose you were born with and that's just how it is. You have to live with it. You know, other people find it very beautiful. But I mean, like in my mind, you have this image of yourself, and when it doesn't always match up with what you see on camera, it's discouraging. Going into the surgeries, going into like another country, like putting your expectations and like your future in someone else's hands, in a doctor's hands. That's why it's so important to go with people that you trust, to make sure that you get a good clinic, a reputable doctor. And that's why Docfinderkorea was so like important to me, to go with a company that has a really long reputation of success. You don't have to be worried going to a clinic that Docfinderkorea recommends to you because that's their job. So you don't have to worry about getting botched. You don't have to worry about, oh, is this plastic surgeon trying to scam me? Like, you don't have to worry about any of that stuff because they're not going to even recommend you that stuff in the first place. So I was literally so happy with no plastic surgery. I'm so happy with my results. When you look at like x-rays, like the skeleton before and after, that is insane. Like my chin profile really did change. Another thing I didn't mention actually was the fillers that I got done. So I got fillers under my eyes, cheekbone area, my lips, my nasolabial area. So like this area filled out. Like that in itself is like such an immediate, really cool thing. Like you get to see the results immediately and it just changes like the way that your face shape is. Filler for your face is just like the final little details. So that's why overall, like with my facial procedures, getting filler at the end just sort of wrapped everything up in a nice little bow. Dr. Kim did a great job on my rhinoplasty and my filler, and I feel like Dr. Yu did a great job on my chin. I'm so happy with everything. It's really such a dramatic difference for me in my confidence. Another really dramatic change that I have noticed post-op is my results from my chest reduction. My chest was very natural, you know, I never had anything done to it before, and I'm a small person. I'm 5'2", I'm like 115, and I had basically E's as a chest. Like either a double D and an E or just straight E's. Like, it was insane. So it was very, very hard for me to find something like bras or clothes or anything that fit because I needed a small because my waist is small. I was a 32 and then the cup size of like double D, E, whatever. It was very difficult. Just the support that I needed alone to just like hold everything up was like, I felt very unproportionate to my size and I struggled for the longest time. So Dr. Kwan performed my chest reduction. So right now, post-op, 2 months post-op, I'm sitting at a full C, which is something that I never thought that I would say or even experience in the first place, but like, it's perfect. I'm obsessed with it. I can fit into like really nice bras now. I can wear strapless bras. I can wear bralettes for the first time with my post-op body. We went bra shopping and we went shopping at one of my favorite stores. I didn't expect to be so blown away, but I was literally in the dressing room like cackling like a crazy person, like having like this like breakthrough of like looking at my body and seeing the proportions that like make sense for my size. And that I could actually fit into these outfits. And looking at these outfits that before I would try on and look in the mirror and absolutely feel awful about myself. And just be so discouraged and try on outfit after outfit after outfit and need to be so tiny, but my chest was so big that nothing ever fit. Like, it was such a struggle. It was so hard. And I would get so discouraged and we would just leave. I think the chest reduction would be the procedure that I would actually recommend the most because I've actually even had a few friends come to me and ask me like, hey, how was your experience? Like, I'm considering a chest reduction as well. So many people. And it blows my mind because like, that is the one procedure that I would say, oh my God, if you're thinking about getting a chest reduction, do it. The second I woke up from surgery the next morning, I was crazy swollen and bruised and like sore, but my chest, I could instantly feel a change. Like, I felt relief. I didn't have any weight on my rib cage anymore. I mean, like, I say this, but like in reality, I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that experience these same exact things that I'm talking about. Like, you feel like you're alone in this stuff because I've never talked to anybody about this stuff, like my friends. I've never put it out there online. So like me talking about it, I feel like I'm the only one that's experienced anything like this. But in reality, I know that's not true. Like, I know some of you out there are literally listening to what I'm saying and being like, whoa, that's me. A lot of people don't like to share their plastic surgery journey, and that's fine. Like, that's your experience, that's your personal decision. But like, in reality, a lot of people do have plastic surgery. A lot of your, you know, people that you follow online or like people in the cosplay community. Like, I have so many friends personally that have had plastic surgery, and all of these people around you, around me, have had plastic surgery, but they just don't talk about it because there's a lot of stigma around it. I personally wanted to share my story. I wanted to be very vocal about my experiences. There is a lot that goes into surgery. Surgery can be really scary, but it is manageable. And if that's something that you are thinking about for yourself, if that's something that you're already planning to do, like if you have crippling depression about like complexes, you have a complex with your face, if you have a complex about your body, and it's just shocking because so many people do. It blows my mind and it makes me feel so much better about being vulnerable and about sharing my experience. I want to encourage people because like, you don't have to live with hating yourself. You don't have to live with, I hate my nose, I hate my chin, I hate my chest, I hate this. Like, that's why these procedures exist in the first place. Like, they're there to help you and make you feel better and confident. It doesn't make you a fake person to want plastic surgery. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you think you're a hideous person either. I'm not sitting here trying to say like I was a hideous beast before. Like, I'm not saying I was like so ugly I couldn't stand it. But like, there were specific, very, very specific things about myself that I've noticed in every photo, in every video. I would edit my photos. I would only want to be filmed from certain angles, and like, that's not fun. The things that I'm experiencing right now post-op has been so liberating and so life-changing. I'm honestly so blown away and so happy with the results and everything that I've been experiencing. Something that Docfinderkorea specifically is amazing for is they give you discounts. So if you're already saving up to have a procedure done. Basically, it's going to be around the same price as US dollars over in Korea, but DocfinderKorea will offer you discounts for the same procedures that you're already saving up for in the first place. It is so much more lucrative to go with DocfinderKorea because like they're there physically with you in all of your appointments. They help you book your appointments. They go with you to the appointment. They're there the second you wake up from your surgery, and they're literally there all throughout the healing process, helping you with emotional support. Literally, Anna from DocfinderKorea was sitting there in all of my aftercare procedures, like clapping and saying yay. She's like clapping for me and telling me I did a good job. Not being alone is so important. Like to have someone there physically cheering you on, it makes such a big difference. And that just really goes to show how much they care on an individual level. Like after we had stayed the amount of time that we had booked with DocfinderKorea in the hotel, we went to our own Airbnb because we wanted to stay a little bit longer in Korea. Contractually, they don't have to have anything to do with us anymore, right? But they still booked us a taxi to the airport after our stay in the Airbnb. Like, they were still asking, like, how are you doing? Like, all of this stuff and booking us taxis. Like, they don't have to do things like that, but because they care about their patients, they do. And things like this is why I recommend DocfinderKorea so heavily to my friends and family and to you guys. Like, I'm not necessarily pushing you guys to get plastic surgery or like do all of these things that you might not want to do, but if you're already thinking about doing these things anyways, what I recommend, and this is what I've been telling my friends that have reached out to me, is like just email them, just ask like, hey, I'm blah, 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 I'm from this place, I want these procedures, what do you have? You know, do you have any specials going on? Do you have any promotions going on? If you're curious or if you're thinking about plastic surgery, I highly recommend getting some information, and then you can make the most informed decision for yourself, because plastic surgery is a case-by-case basis. There's not a blanket, you know, one-size-fits-all situation for people having plastic surgery. You really do need to do your own research, you know, make the best, most informed decision for yourself. But getting different opinions and getting different options for yourself is really, really important. So thank you, DocfinderKorea and no plastic surgery. I love you guys so, so much. And thank you to you guys for watching my entire journey. Thank you for all of the kind messages that you've sent me. It really does mean the world. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.